See, alright, so first and foremost, when I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Oshai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. We see them as apostles and elders agreements on the rule of the teachers of apostles and truth, and we see salutations for the accuracy push with on truth and sincerity, day in and day out, and constantly in season or season, say Shalom. Once again, going into a video here, and this is basically touching upon a little mini series that I've been doing called Christianity teaches you to sin, right? So this is part 2, going into this post here, which was someone said anyone that doesn't eat pork that isn't Muslim is an attention seeker. Get a grip. So what it's saying is that if it's a person that is not a Muslim and you don't eat pork, it's just like your own joke thing. Then that what they're trying to say is that anybody that is not a Muslim can eat pork, right? Which is contrary to what the Bible states, right? And I know this is basically Christians because what went on is that this person reposted that and said, mind you, nobody of any Abrahamic religion, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam is supposed to eat pork. Christians just barely follow the book, which I mentioned in the first video, that she was right for saying Christians just barely follow the book. They don't follow the book at all, right? Majority of the things that Christianity teach, they follow, right? They believe in, have nothing to do with the scriptures. It have nothing to do with the Bible. It have nothing to do with the Lord, right? Everything that they follow, that they believe in, is of some sort of man's doctrine, right? Of man's belief. Because when she posted this, they came back and tried to correct a statement saying the Messiah declared all foods clean, Mark 7:8-19, which they totally went. That is totally wrong, right? Totally wrong. And as I explained in the first part, that what is the Christianity? These Christians, right? The pastors, the bishops, or whoever it may be, they continually continually tell people that they're not supposed to be sinning, right? And what is sin? Right, as I mentioned in the first part, what is sin? Sin is the transgression of the law. So in order to know if sin, you have to be transgressing the law. And where is the law? They love to say the old done away with, but they love to use the tithes law, right? Because why is money, and that is what they're after. They're after money, right? That is what they're after. They're after money. So let me bring a scripture here. Before I continue, this is the book of John, chapter 5, and I will read from verse 44. It says, how can ye believe which receive honor one of another, and seek not the honor that cometh from God only? Verse 5, it said, verse 45, do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust, right? Even Moses, in whom ye trust. For had ye believed Moses, you would have believed me, for he wrote of me. And see, and that is the thing, these people, they don't believe Moses, right? They want to say his words done away with. That was in the past. Those things have not importance. We're in the new, right? The Lord say, come in the volume of the book. That is why when you read and you continue to read the things that the Messiah was saying, you could literally, the things he was saying, you can draw it back to the old, right? Even he was quoting things of the old, right? Just like for one instance, when he told them that, matter of fact, I'll bring that after, right? It say, for had he believed Moses, you would have believed me, for he wrote of me. But if ye believe not his writings, how shall ye believe my words? Now, before I do that, let me just go to the scripture I was saying about. Let me go to the book of same John. Let me go to verse. Sorry. This is the book of John, chapter 10, and I'll read verse 32. It says, Yahushua answered them, many good works have I showed you from my Father. For which of those works do ye stone me? The Jews answered him, saying, for a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy, and because that thou, being a man, makest thyself God. Yahweh answered them, is it not written in your law, I said, ye are gods? So that is just to show that, hey, the Messiah was even mentioning things from the old, right? But you see, Christianity, they love to portray themselves to be over the Messiah. They are the ones saying that these things not important, these words not important, they're done away with, when the Messiah was using it. And who it is we supposed to be following? We know we're not supposed to be following Christianity. We're supposed to be following the Lord, right? And if you're telling you here, I'm going to jump to the John verse 5, right? If you're telling him, for had ye believed in Moses, ye would have believed in me, for he wrote of me. And hey, that is written, right? It say, but if ye believed in his, if ye believe not his writings, how shall ye believe in my words? So if you believe in the writings of Moses, how are you going to believe in the Messiah, the words that that the Messiah is saying here? So it shows you how important it is, to believe in those words. But then you have Christianity telling you that let me find it here. You have a Christian telling her, loud and wrong, those are restrictions of the Mosaic covenant that Christians are no longer bound to follow. So they're telling you those things done away with. Like this person here, the old law was abolished, so we no longer have to live by it, right? And that is just to show you that they don't believe in the writings of Moses, right? They love to say done away with, it extinct, right? That is the old, right? We end with the new, right? So then if the law is done away with, right? So then why are you all preaching and telling people they are sinning? How are you going to prove that this person is sinning if he ain't going back to the law? In order to know you commit a crime in this society, right? In order to know you commit a crime, you need to break the law. So let's say you're driving down the highway and the restrictions are you gotta go 45, right? But you're going 100. Police stop you and tell you, yo, you commit a crime, which was you break the law, right? You're supposed to go 45, but you're going 100 and 45, so you break the law. Okay. If this place tell you that you're not supposed to kill someone and they commit that crime, the person know they commit a crime because why? They're breaking the law. Right? So in order to know you're sinning, as the scriptures say, for sin is the transgression of the law, it means you're breaking the law. So that means you all are still using the old, right? It's just that you all pick and choose what it is you all want to use. So continuing to sin, continuing to eat pork, yeah, you all will say done away with, right? But to use the tithes law, that most important, right? That most important for you all. So you will go back to the old. So why is that not done away with? Why is that not done away with? Because they went over the Matthew 9, and as I said, I will come to the Mark 7, and I will come to that. That will be done in a video, right? So as I say, but if you believe not in his writings, how shall ye believe my words? So Christianity love to believe that they are above the Messiah. They're telling you that the law is done away with, and when the Messiah say, let me get that. Let me go to Matthew, because I brought it out in the first part, but I will bring it back out again. Matthew 5 verse 17. It said, take not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. But you all have to say that the law is done away. So you all above the Messiah. You all have that power to see those things done away with. Let's go to our next scripture here, because you all love the book of Psalms, right? You all love the book of Psalms, but that is in the old, right? So this is the book of Psalms 112, verse 1. It says, praise ye the Lord, blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delight greatly in his commandments. You all of the book of Psalms. And that, listen to what it's saying here. Praise ye the Lord, blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delight greatly in his commandments. That delight greatly in his commandments. Right, let me go to our next scripture here. Same Psalms. Same Psalms chapter let's see the book of Psalms chapter 89, verse let me read from verse Psalms 89 verse 28. It says, my mercy will I keep for him forevermore, and my covenant shall stand fast with him. His seed also will I make to endure forever, and his throne as the days of heaven. If his children forsake my law, and walk not in my judgments, if they break my statutes and keep not my commandments, then I will visit their transgression with the rod and their iniquity with stripes. And that's basically what happened unto Israel, right? We forsake the laws of the Lord. We break those statutes, commandments. We did that. The curses came upon us, right? But as show you how important it is to keep the laws of the Lord. It says, if his children forsake my law and walk not in my judgments, right? And this here is going into David, right? Right, this is going into David, but this will show you how important it is that we're supposed to keep the laws. It says, if his children forsake my law and walk not in my judgments, if they break my statutes and keep not my commandments, then I will visit their transgression with the rod and their iniquity with stripes. And that is basically what went on, right? What went on in both ways, right? It said, my covenant will I not break. My covenant will I not break, nor alter the thing that is gone out of my lips. Wow. Once have I sworn by my holiness that I will not lie unto David. His seed shall endure forever, and his throne as a son before me. Right? And that is straight to the point. As I say, my covenant will I not break, nor alter the thing that is gone out of my lips. But in Christianity, they love to change the sayings of the Lord. And the scriptures talk about this, the Lord change it not. But they love to come and change the doctrine. They love to lie. But I say Christianity teaches you lies. It teaches you how to sin, right? And to continue to live in that way. Because how could a pastor be up on a podium, right? Just be on a podium, teaching to the people every Sunday or however it may be, whatever day it says, teach upon, and telling the people not to sin. Not to sin. You guys need to stop sinning. Or how could they talk about sinners? Matter of fact, how do they know who is sinners and who is not sinners? What do they have to go to show that these people are sinners? They have to go to the law. They have to go to the law. So you see how they contradict themselves. The law is done away with, but then they want to call people sinners. The scriptures mention where there is no sin, where there is no law, there is no sin. Right? So what is it trying to say? But we know Christianity is basically lies, deception. They are against the Messiah. They are the Antichrist. the Antichrist, Right? That's who they are. Because they are against the Messiah. they have more power than they have more power than Yahweh Shai to say the law's done away with, to say we don't need to keep it. But all the books are telling us the commandments is an important thing. Let's see the book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 1. It says, my son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. And what did the commandments state? Let's go to it. Let's go to the Leviticus. This is the book of Leviticus chapter 11 verse 7. It says, and the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. He is unclean to you. And that is straight to the point. We're not supposed to be eating it. Right? Man, and you know the way how this series may going out, I'll bring the scriptures showing you where men, they'd rather die than eat pork. But now you have these Christians telling you that the law's done away with. We could go ahead and eat. Wicked, all sort of wickedness that you would find in those harlot houses. Because that is what the churches is. A harlot house. When you whoredom, it's being done there. Right? Yeah, and if you say Christianity and believe in the things it's teaching, you have judgments soon to come to you. Right? Because the wages of sin is what? It's death. You know, the Lord mentioned that wages going to come unto these sinners, to these unbelievers. Sinners. He says sinners, right? So, you know, and if you're sinning, that means you're breaking the law. So, you guys are above the Lord. To say the law not important? And that is the people that they're dealing with. That would say what? The Messiah declared all foods clean. So then, as I mentioned in part 1, you could go ahead and eat. You could go ahead and eat human flesh. Then go and commit cannibalism. Why you don't do that? Go and eat a kobo. Eat a worm. Since all foods clean. It's so idiotic. It sounds. Let's just say it. It sounds idiotic. Because that is the doctrine you're believing. That's sort of foolishness. Right? So, hey, with that, once again, I want to give all praises and glory to Yehovah, Ba'ashem Yehoshai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. We say them not supposed to elders agreements and rule teachers of person in truth. And we see salutations so they are coming to the push on truth and society. Day in and day out and constantly in season. We say, Shalom.